So in the last video, we weren't sure if the truck was lacking power or if the dyno wasn't reading accurately. So this is actually the car we calibrated the dyno with, and we have the original dyno sheet. So we're gonna run this car again and just make sure everything's the same. Should be right around 240, 245 horsepower. Try some runs with that was no load on the dyno, and then we have to try a couple of runs with load to make sure those are the same, and it's making the load calculation when we use load on the diesel trucks. 2 runs with 10% load, we are getting like these same numbers that we got previously, like give or take a couple horsepower. So you know what that means? That means that the 12 valve Cummins really did lose like over 100 horsepower. And you know what? I bet you it's from ghetto fogging it with nitrous and popping that head gasket. 36. Oh, we did it! Oh, wow. I think the head gasket is just leaking that bad that we're losing over like about 25% power. So we're gonna get this car off of here, and then we're gonna change this head gasket. So just to recap, we made 500 horsepower with this truck, then we ghetto fogged it with nitrous, made 636 horsepower, and ever since we did that, we haven't been able to get the 500 horsepower again. So the head gasket definitely popped because we're pushing 60 pounds of boost, and this is a factory head gasket from 30 years ago as far as I know. So it's gonna be really interesting to put a new stage 2 cylinder head from power driven diesel on, dyno it again, and see if that's actually what's causing our 100 horsepower loss. This cylinder head alone is supposed to add 50 to 80 horsepower. And again, if you want anything from power driven diesel, use code DARKIRON to save 10%. It's been a minute since I've done a head gasket job. Hopefully I can remember how to do this. Look at that. Look at how greasy this is. We're gonna inspect this head gasket and have a look at it. Here, let's pull this back. Okay, hold it there. Look how gross it is in here. There's like rust. But the valves look fine. Doesn't look like anything ever got chewed up, which is good. Get her out of here. Beauty. That wasn't bad. That was like 2 hours. I'm sure you guys in the comments will probably do it in 7 minutes, but 2 hours is pretty good for me. Especially not doing one for a couple of years. I've never done a 12 valve. But I mean, there's not much different. So looking at this head gasket, it's definitely hurting. It's missing a lot of material. Doesn't quite look as bad as I thought. Dude. I don't think we're racing, man. That's a cracked piston. That is a cracked piston. Like big time cracked. Yeah. I don't think we're making it to the diesel drags. Oh man, is that what ghetto fogging does? I thought these 12 valves were supposed to be indestructible. Look at that cracked piston. Can you get that on the camera? See that big crack in it? Oh, that's not what I was expecting. The other ones look okay. I don't see anything wrong with any of them. Just that one. It's cracked bad. It's actually cracked, like, it's cracked in more than one place. It's cracked right there. It's got a little sliver right there, and it's got another little crack there. I'm gonna have to call Power Driven Diesel. Say, hey, you wanna send me a rebuild kit? How much is that gonna cost? And just do the piston and do a poor man's crosshatch and send it till it blows for good. So there's a bunch of places here where the gasket material is missing, like there. So I'm pretty sure this head gasket was totally cooked too. Where's that other place? Maybe that was it. But so having a head gasket that's not ideal, and then a cracked piston, I guess we'll lose you about 125-ish horsepower. So I don't know if anyone was wondering. If all of a sudden you notice a massive loss of horsepower, you might have cracked a piston. The cross hatching still looks really good in these cylinders, but not that cylinder, and that's cylinder 5. So yeah, we're gonna have to go back to the drawing board and see what we're gonna do now, but I mean, I knew it was bound to happen. I just wanted to blow it up myself in a blaze of glory. We didn't really get to do that. I wanted to send a piston or a rod out the block. But I guess you can't always plan this stuff. So we're just gonna try to find a piston, and we're gonna just pull the oil pan out and try to do it, you know, the standard 12 valve way. We're just gonna replace one piston, do our own drill, try to cross hatch it a little bit. You just gotta find a piston now. I think Power Driven Diesel has one, but we wanna try to find one in Saskatoon like tomorrow, because we really want to get this thing to the diesel drags for Dirty Diesel Customs event, which is like in 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. So we're gonna end the video there. We'll pick it up once we get a new piston. If you want to support the channel a little bit more, you can go to darkirondiesel.com, check out some super sweet merch. But thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you on the next video. To be continued.
Fast lane when I pass in the street, bag of money in the passenger seat.